Boom. That should be us. Oh,
what a pair of overgrown wings.
I think it's us live again.
We're live?
Are we? I don't know. Let me just check. We should be. Yep, it's changed it. We are live again.
Are we actually live?
Yep, we're live again.
Hey!
Get a live chat on. Boom, right. So we're happy days, we're back. We got 5 people watching, and the unicorns are there.
Hello again, coaches. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Holly. Frank, that's good. Lauren's back. That's good.
I just saw commercials this live. Yeah, they put
Yep, 100%
adverts
live.
at the start of the feed usually.
Jules do. Hello, my friends. And we're back.
Bam.
Nice haircut, Stephen. That must mean that yours is shit.
No, obviously. Never mind. Yeah, well.
Okay, so
Just when you were saying that, it's funny. It was just something that our agent said to us, right? He said, "Yeah, you're both really marketable." And we're like, "I think fuck, he said both, right?" 'Cause,
Yeah.
Stephen, you're very marketable.
Yeah,
You're like,
okay.
what the fuck?
yeah, or worse if he says one of you are really marketable. We're like, which one? Which one?
Oh, Lauren's definitely team Stephen. She's like, nice bald spot. Man. Ouch, Lauren. Ah. I don't mind. We all gotta get old. Gina's like, Gina noticed it. Boom, Gina, thank you.
That's just trying to make you feel better now.
Cheers.
I noticed it, honestly.
Did you get any of that storm that Ireland got? Well, we were pre-warned about it. What was
honest,
it? Ophelia, was it?
Yeah, we got an Instagram filter. That's what we got. When we were, it was on Monday, wasn't it? The Monday we got an Instagram filter over the whole sky and over the. It was just like,
oh, it was
right
really
in front of your
dark.
eyes.
Yeah,
it was dark, but like orangey, and it was kind of like it just looked really cool. And that's all we got. We just got a really cool sky.
Is haggis good for you? It's pretty damn tasty.
Yes,
Class is a superfood actually at the moment.
it is. If you think about a typical, even really healthy people, personal trainers, people who are health conscious, if you're eating a lot of sort of animal products, okay, now you could argue there's a little bit of kind of negative connotations with animal products, but typically speaking, we go for like a chicken breast, a fillet of fish, a fillet of steak, whatever. You know, it's always like just the meat. And very rarely do we actually eat more of the animal nowadays. Whereas haggis, they call it offal, but it's just all the little bits and pieces like the heart and the liver and the kidneys and whatever else, the intestines, that type of thing. So, and there's a hell of a lot of goodness in that. So yeah, haggis is super good for you.
I'm in the mood for haggis.
Oh,
oh man, seems somebody mentions haggis.
Robbie Burns night. Oh yes, we will be. We should do a Robbie Burns night special. We did it with actually a good friend, Simon Howie, is actually the #1 haggis seller in the world.
In the whole
wide world. Yeah, we're friends with Simon and his daughter, Lynn, who was on our show for last Robbie Burns. In fact, if you've not seen that video, go and see it. It was just a very casual, relaxed video. It was good though. So we'll maybe do something again this year.
Gina was commenting. I tweeted. What day was it? I tweeted one day saying I was going to get my hedge trimmed. I meant my head, right? And the reason I said there is a reason for it. Everybody thinks that I'm doing innuendos constantly, but the way my hair grows, right, it gets really bushy here, like, and it sticks out. It comes out at an angle, so like it starts to come over my ears, and I just like if I don't have gel or anything in it, it just goes at an angle, and I don't like it. It looks all fuzzy here. So I always just imagine just like trim the hedge, you know, and get the size done. So obviously I did the tweet, and everyone's like, "Oh, is he no manscaping?" You know how the manscaping police come in, you know. But then she's saying it's all about the bush. It's all about the bush, Gina.
The Mexicans still putting on those Scottish accents, amigos.
That's hilarious. It's when we first started doing the live feeds. They're like, "Oh my god, they're actually Scottish."
Yeah, that's actually their accents. Like, did you think they were putting them on for all those videos?
But saying that, right, in all fairness, when you think about it, like Ewan McGregor, right, he's got an American accent when he's acting, but he puts on a Scottish one. If you know what I mean.
Well, you can put on an American accent, but when he actually speaks, he's
I couldn't
Scottish.
maintain an American accent for longer than a couple of seconds, though.
No. I have to have something very specific to say if I was going to put on any sort of accent, but I can't do accents at all.
I can't be arsed with them either. It's when people say, "Oh, you're speaking too fast." It's like, "Oh no, what's it? Speak slower." It's like, "Nah, listen faster."
Yeah,
like.
listen faster. Greetings from Oklahoma in the USA.
Oklahoma.
Hi to Oklahoma. Any guys? Any chance you guys work out? Haha. Both looking very ripped. Congrats. Well, thank you, Ginger 999.
Was it Ginger? What?
Ginger.
Oh Christ! I was thinking that was like there was a barb you used to say to people at school, and it had ginger and it, another word that rhymes with ginger. I'll leave that there.
So, recommendations on how to lose belly fat.
Diet,
Exercise. Intense exercise, regular, intense, and progressive exercise. That's our motto.
Oh, boom!
Yeah, you really want to be looking at, I would say, probably some intense weight training or interval training is probably the best bet.
The big calorie busters.
But yeah, looking at your diet, look closely at your diet. You can normally fix a lot just from tweaking a few very simple things.
Bam, bam, bam. Is there somebody called Slappy Doodle?
Slappy Dude.
Ah, Slappy Dude.
When will you travel to Portland, Oregon?
That's in a movie, Portland, Oregon. I'm
Portland,
sure it is.
Oregon. Best of the best.
Is it?
Guys from Portland,
you've said
Oregon,
that before, yeah. Who else we got there? Oh, Big Rodders is on.
Hey.
Rodders tried haggis in the 80s when it came over. It was delicious with green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes. You seen that movie?
I have, in a Whistle Stop Cafe.
Alright.
What is the best diet for diabetes? Are you talking about type 1 or type 2?
Any update on possible US tour? Yes, we're hopefully next year if we can get going with that. We're gonna, since getting our agent, we're gonna leave everything to him because he can book shit like that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Actually, for us, when we spoke to him about it, he says a good thing would be once you hit your 100,000 subscribers, because then you could kind of, or if we release our book, which we've got plans for that. So either way, you could then do a book tour, have a kind of reason for coming.
Yeah, definitely. Gina's saying, Stephen, you are right. Diet tweaks have helped me lose some weight. Calorie counting was not needed. Absolutely right, Gina. Calorie counting. Gina was actually, she mentioned into the clan about potentially calorie counting. What should a calorie intake be? And we said to her, you focus on the nutrition advice that we've given you into the clan. Only once you've done that consistently, then we can talk about calorie counting potentially. But even with our lean formula, we still don't calorie count. With 12-week transformation, and we never ask them to count calories. We do one little calculation for two. There's one for water and one for protein. But once you've got that, no need to calorie count. And people are getting some really good results, and Gina's no different. She's done really well, so well done, Gina.
I mean, a good rule thing with calorie counting is when people say I'm on a 1,400 a day calorie whatever diet, you're assuming that you're an absolute robot and you're going to burn the same number of calories every day.
Yeah,
and you do exactly. You get up and you take so many steps to here, and then in the shower and whatever. Every day is different. So,
and the other thing that they say is people have said you are what you eat, and that's not true. You are what you eat, you digest and absorb. And you will not digest and absorb everything that you eat. So just because you're eating, say Rab and I, if we were both to eat, say 3,000 calories, then my body might intake 2,500 of them, and Rab's might take in 2,800 of them, just because of different enzymes that you've got in your gut, different intolerances that you might have. It could just be the time that you're eating them, what you've done beforehand. There's lots and lots of different to's and fro's, and it actually makes calorie counting completely obsolete. Like you just don't know what you're having, or what your body's taking in. So the best thing to do is just be consistent with the foods. There are certain principles that you should adhere to with regards to protein, carbs and fats, fibre, nutrients, water intake, and then you can then start to tweak it using different protocols. And this is exactly what we do in the lean formula, and it gets good results.
Gets great results. You've got to put an R in there. Great. Getting on the water. Getting on the water. Get in my belly. I've actually not seen that movie in a while.
Nor have I.
I feel like, do you know, actually it's the one movie whenever I was in Canada and I was introduced to my cousin's friends, and they all try and they don't realise it's actually slightly insulting, but you know when you automatically adorn like a Scottish accent, the first thing they say is "get in my belly."
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, fuck man.
Go and see some of those lines. I actually got a lot in the army.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, you're Scottish. Go and say some fat bastard lines. And you're like, no. Oh, but just go and say this one. No.
We just got a donation there from Bob 400 California. Thank you so much.
Bob, you're a star.
Have a drink on me. Oh, that's a quality AC/DC tune, isn't it? Have a drink on me.
I tell you what, see when we're in London next week, we're going to do a lot more live streams rather than, because we're not going to take our Macs with us, so we can't edit videos, but we want to release, so we're going to actually do live feeds. And
because on Monday we're going to live stream from YouTube Space.
YouTube Space, I can't wait for that. It's going to be good.
No idea what we're going to expect there. Right?
And of course there will be a few whiskies being drunk. So Bob, there will be certainly a couple of whiskies on you, my good friend. Thank you.
Yeah. Little Lindsay's asking, where can I buy a 2018 calendar, specifically Kilted Coaches? Yeah, I'm glad she said that. Well, we've had plans for one, and we've just not done anything about it yet, actually.
Yeah. What did we miss? What did Anne say? Anne said, you guys have certainly helped me lose with the food change and the client exercise. I lost 3.5 pounds this week.
That's right, I saw her.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, she posted that in earlier on, so that was good.
Well done, Anne. I didn't see that.
Happy days.
Water, no whiskey tonight.
Nope. But we're keeping ourselves fresh for London because there's going to be plenty of whiskey drunk in London.
One of the main philosophies that we put across is it's all about health and happiness. You know, and then that's why we like to have a whiskey on the live feeds. Last week we completely blew the arse out of it, right? It was last week was just insane. We went on for like, what was it, 6 hours, 7 hours?
Oh man, it was
a long. I mean, the after one was like 5 and a bit hours, and the one before, so probably 5.5 to 6 hours.
I ended up falling asleep behind the sofa now. Jesus.
Last week was insane. So this week we're just going to chill out because we're in London on Monday. Yeah. And there's going to be whiskey and probably some beers most nights.
Yeah. With early starts.
So we're kind of like, we're on the water tonight. Because health and happiness. Health comes first. In fact, no, they both come together. They both come together, but we've got to think about it.
I'm glad they both come together, Stephen. We don't want anything selfish in that relationship, right?
Exactly.
Brad fell asleep in the tyre, good times. I actually didn't fit in the tyre and then fell asleep behind the sofa. Actually, when I climbed that tyre, I remember my neck, I got really claustrophobic. I was like, I'm done with that. It's funny, I'm not really a claustrophobic person until I put myself in small spaces. It makes no sense at all.
I'm not scared of heights until I go up high.
Well, I realise once I'm in the small spaces, I'm like, I don't like this.
I'm only ever scared of flying when I'm flying.
Well, I don't freak out with it. I just realise I don't like it. Well, somebody in my dimension should be.
You've never been caving?
Oh no, I like that.
What?
Yeah.
You like caving, but you don't like going in a tyre?
Yeah, because there's something about the thing is with the caving, when they say there's a route through, people have done the route, so it must be possible, right? So away you go, that's fine. But the tyre, I'm not 100% sure I wouldn't get stuck, and then the fire brigade have to come and saw me out, and in the meantime, I mean, it's a pretty big tyre, like. Am I sound like a Jesse?
Oh, your rationale behind this fear is
it's just going out the window, is it?
Questionable.
Yeah.
Cut out the sugars. What it says, it's not possible to cut out all sugars, and you need carbs for energy. Is that a response to somebody else, or is that to us?
No, I think they're talking about diabetes diet or something.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't talk about what the best diabetes diet. Did they say it was type 1 or type 2?
I don't think they said at all.
I want to assume that you mean type 2 because that's the lifestyle onset. So type 2 diabetes, really what you're talking about is carb tolerance of your cells. You've got very tolerant, as in I'll take up lots and lots of carbs and I'm fine, and that's like my body type, so my body likes carbs, so as soon as I have carbs, my cells go, yep, I can have them. And then you get very, very not carb tolerant, as in your cells will just not take them in, therefore you just end up having high blood sugar level, aka diabetes. And you've got everything in between, so like it's like this sliding scale. So you can have somebody who's diabetic and really, really bad. As soon as they take sugar, the bloodstream's like full of sugar, and you've got people who've got diabetes and not so much, but it does go up. So the best thing to do is start cutting out your carbohydrates and replacing it with some healthy fats. Just keep an eye on your sugar levels, and it's more than possible to reverse type 2 diabetes within a few weeks. Depending on how long you've had it, of course.
Lauren rightly mentioned, she said you could mention some low glycemic index foods, which is true, Lauren, but if you've watched our video on, what's the name of that video? It got a bit out of hand, but nonetheless.
That's what we're talking about, sweet potatoes and
sweet
stuff.
potatoes, yes. Why were we comparing them? Was it just comparing sweet potatoes?
I think it was.
Basically, it's not just the glycemic index, also, this is going to get out of hand again, I'm going to get the giggles. I'll stay strong. So it's not just the glycemic index, it's the glycemic load.
What happens to the load, Rab?
It shoots right up. So genuinely, depending on how you cook a product, it changes both. So the glycemic index is the volume of sugar, the load is how much is the uptake, as Stephen was talking about. So there's certain foods that are high in sugar, but your body doesn't absorb it all, because its load does not shoot right up. Man, that video, what video was that?
That was, I think it's just sweet versus normal potatoes, right?
I think so, yeah. So basically, if you watch that video, as long as we stay fairly straight-faced during it, but basically, you've got to take into account both the glycemic index value and its glycemic load, which are two figures. They're quite important.
Yeah.
And depending on how you cook the product, whether you're baking it, I think is the worst, because it shoots right up.
So Gina's saying, the doc I work with recommended adding protein to help with the blood sugar in type 2 diabetes. Would that make sense? So basically, when you're looking at your foods, if you have a lot of protein, your body will actually convert protein into carbohydrates as well. So you can get a sugar spike from protein. So you ought to be careful of that with that if you've got diabetes, type 1 or type 2. My dad's actually type 1 diabetic, and you have to be very careful around meat because your body will convert it into carbohydrates. But generally speaking, like say if you were to have, let's say some toast, okay, so bread is very high on the glycemic index and the glycemic load, okay, so bread is like devil food, right? Proper devil food. But if you're to add butter onto it, then you're going to add some fats. Therefore, the fats in the butter slow down the release of the sugar within the bread. If you're to add in some cheese onto it, then you've got fats and protein. So the protein and the fats again slow down the release of the carbohydrates. And you can smear it with some avocado, some more fats.
You're making me hungry, mate. Damn, we started talking about cheese and avocado.
So yeah, absolutely. If you add in protein or fats into meals, it will slow down the release of the carbohydrates. More so with the fats, because protein can be converted into carbohydrates as well.
Key Lime's talking about pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie,
which is funny because every time I see key lime, I think of key lime pie. Pumpkin pie. It was Canada when I had pumpkin pie first.
Yeah. Both nice, all right.
Did you get it here?
Pumpkin pie.
Costco,
sometimes,
probably. I would imagine, wouldn't they?
Lindsay's asking, beef in a bowl, Rab? No,
it's steak in a bowl.
Steak in a bowl.
Steak in a bowl.
bowl.
Gonna have to have that this weekend, actually.
Does that mean cheese on toast is good for you? No. no. It's just better at slowing down your blood sugar rise up than just having toast by itself.
Yeah. And Lauren, you're right. Higher fibre foods can also slow the glucose uptake.
Yes, certainly can. Who is the hungriest of you two?
The hungriest?
I'm not too sure if there's actually a scientific way of measuring that right now. It's like, okay, let's get a big bowl of steak in a bowl in front of us. In fact, that's unfair because you'd better give me that.
But then it's not, that's appetite.
It's appetite,
it's how hungry you are.
How hungry, yeah.
I tell you what, I know what it is. Put the bowl in front and who can leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because the person that's hungriest would not be able to leave it alone.
That's true.
Pho is my stick and a PHO is my stick in a bowl.
Nice haircut. Everyone's mentioning my haircut. Nobody's mentioning your.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares about you.
No one cares about me. That's fine. It's fine. I'm a strong character. I don't need
How
it.
do I curb a sugar addiction?
Ooh.
My go-to is root vegetable, roasted root vegetables.
My go-to is peanut butter. That's what I do when I'm craving sugar. Spoonful of peanut butter. Just a spoonful of peanut butter gets the medicine go down.
Your hair is sexy, Rab.
Oh, thank you, Glenn.
Oh, we totally care about you, Rab. Totally.
Go-to is a big load. It shoots right up, Glenn. Right up.
Meditation. So Lauren said meditation has helped her carb and chocolate cravings. Meditation is a really, really cool answer there, Lauren. Yeah. It certainly makes you more mindful. If you're having a sugar craving, you've got to understand that unless you actually are starving, as in properly starving, you can bypass feelings. So if you're craving sugar, it is just about being mindful. So if you can meditate and become more mindful, you can then bypass that and say, do you know what? If I go and have, you know, a spoonful of peanut butter, or make a really nice, so I go like a dinner with, like, say, chicken, loads of roasted root vegetables, and you can actually get a bit of the sweetness without having a huge, I mean, still get a sugar hit from root vegetables, but not as much as like chocolate and stuff.
And if you're really, really good with your meditation or just your imagination, actually, there was a scientific study they found out, and this is, you can do this as part of NLP, but they were studying monkeys and whatever eating bananas, and they had them all kind of lobed up and whatever. Lobed up? No, whatever. Lobed up? I know what I mean. There are all the wee nodes on them stuck up. Anyway, at the end of the experiment, one of the scientists peeled back the banana and started eating the banana. Now, when the scientist was eating the banana and the monkeys was watching him, all the parts in the monkey's brain, as if it was eating the banana, were firing up. Yeah. And it's to do with mirror neurons.
Neurons, yep.
Now, what they say is you still release the same levels of dopamine when watching that banana get eaten as it was if they'd been eating itself. So one of the tips is, well, you've got to be really good with your imagination. Sometimes, well, one of the tips to give for, let's just say you were looking at a menu for dessert, and you looked at, oh, there's 6 different things, you want to have them all. So what you do is you visualise in your head having the fudge cake, I'm going to say key lime pie, pumpkin pie, and if you can really visualise it and really get the dopamine flowing, you can actually get the same buzz and then not eat either of them.
Yeah.
And then just put the menu down and just say, job done. Now, again, you would need a good imagination because you'd need to really invest
know what the food is like.
Yeah. But the science is there, and if you look it up, you could attempt it. So if you were craving some sugar, you could play it over in your head of you actually eating whatever it is you crave, whether it's a donut or whatever, really the textures, the flavour and whatever, and at the end of it you should then be able to just say, no, I don't need it, because you've already had your dopamine rush.
It is actually a really good way of choosing from a menu as well.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times that the wife asks, do you want a cup of tea? And I'm not a really big tea drinker, but every now and again I'll like one, and she says, do you want a cup of tea? And I'll physically hold my hand out like this and go, nah, I'm okay.
What do you do again?
Nah, I'm okay.
Just checking.
Or every now and again I'll be like, but she takes a piss at me. She's like, Jesus, it's like I'm asking you if you want to go to the moon. You know, to make a decision. It's not a hard decision.
Cassie said, I'm pretty sure if I started visualising Ben and Jerry, it would manifest instead. Oh man, your go-to is ice cream sometimes, isn't it?
John's 43. You're going to get banned in a minute.
The ginger on the right, I love it.
The ginger on the right has to work so hard to look as good as Rab. I'm going to come close to this one. John's 43.
You're just going to show off how blonde you are. Get your head closer so you can see how blonde you are.
No, as long as you can see the fingers.
Is that right? Happy days. It's so funny, isn't it? Because if you're standing here right next to him like I am, it is very, very blonde. He's like a Ken doll. Ken is blonde, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nice guns. Stephen, which direction is it to the gun show?
The gun show is that way.
That way?
I think so. But where are the lights?
Oh, they're up there. We're a pair of geeks. Absolute geeks.
Coach Stephen is a Ken doll?
He is a Ken doll.
What a guy. Ginger. So, hey, listen, stop defending the gingers. There's nothing wrong with gingers, but I'm not a ginger.
I married a redhead, so I actually have their corner, to be fair.
Those fingers mean nothing to us in the USA. Really?
Oh, that's right, because you gave 2 fingers, isn't it?
I did give 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, they do 1.
They just always 1.
See, what it comes from is the old archers, weren't they?
Is that right?
So in the olden days, when the archery, okay, so what the enemy used to do was capture them and just chop off the fingers, so then they couldn't fire the bows anymore. So when they got away, they would go. That's true.
Oh, fucking.
They maybe didn't say that.
Do you know, like, anytime you see if you use it, because when you're younger you go it's what a young person do, but have you ever done it recently? I'm like,
yeah, well, just there.
Yeah,
it feels good though.
It does, like, yeah. Oh, this is an important weekend. What have you got on this weekend, Cassie? What's on this weekend?
This is an important weekend.
Well, what weekend is this? We're maybe ignorant of.
Yeah, are we missing something?
Is there something important on, or
comes from Battle of Agincourt? The French threatened to chop off the English archers' fingers. There we go. Yeah. So when the English archers got away, they went like this, right?
Jamie and Claire will be knocking boots. Oh, is this a Outlander thing?
Knocking boots.
Jamie. Oh, so anyway, I'm on episode 2 of Outlander. You enjoying it? Oh no, I'm on episode 3.
Yeah.
Stop lying to yourself, Ravi. Episode 3.
I'm on like season 2, episode 6 or something. It's
bragging.
We just like watch it every night. We're like, yeah, just get this watched. It's great.
It's interesting because they've obviously gone heavy on the accent for some bits.
Some bits more than others. Like there's a scene there of the one we watched yesterday, and Jamie's like proper. Yes, I'm going to the shops, and he's very. He didn't say that, but his accent was very, very strong.
Very, very Scottish.
Is that a Scotch? Scoth? Outlander is awesome. I'm on season 3. And Rodney Keith Falkirk's no drinking, not tonight. Not tonight. We're saving it for next week.
Yeah. Although you'll probably get drunk in live feeds when we're in London. Pretty much we can guarantee that.
Cassie and Stephen Fotheringham are having a chat.
Oh, are they?
It's supposed to sound sexual. You just see me as rude tonight.
Oh. Oh dear.
Cassie, that sounds rude. Stephen, you having a go at Cassie again for sounding rude. Cassie, what are you saying? Keep missing Cassie's post. Oh yeah, knocking boots. That's what she said.
I always thought
they're knocking boots all. If that's what you're calling, having sex, they're having sex all the time. I think.
Is that what's called knocking boots?
Yeah,
alright, I thought it was something else. I call it bumping uglies.
Yeah, I call it bumping uglies. Yeah.
Knocking boots.
I said that to a friend one time. He started dating this girl and he liked it for ages. And I was like, so have you bumped uglies yet? And he's kind of like, what? And I was like, have you had sex? And he's like, what did you call it? I was like, bumping uglies. He was like, alright.
He just not
and he just looked at me. I was like, alright, okay. Forget I said that.
What a name. Ace Rob.
Hey.
Happy days. Thank you very much for your donation. Ace Rob, you remind us of we used to watch Red Dwarf, big fans, right?
Ace Rimmer.
And it was Ace Rimmer, and he was what a guy,
actually. Yeah. What a guy.
I'll never forget there's an episode of Ace Rimmer, so he's introduced earlier on in the series, and then there's another later on in the series he comes into it, and he's just so outrageous. He's just a charming guy, and he's kicking ass in an aeroplane, and basically the baddie gets out of the aeroplane and the whole plane blows up, and you're like, Jesus, the baddie's come down his parachute, and Ace Rimmer's like he's surfing a crocodile after the bad guy, and the bad guy looks up, he's like, what the fuck?
Smoke me a kipper, I'll be both.
That's right, that's it.
Yeah.
Smoke me a kipper.
So I think we need to have as many different phrases as possible for sex.
Alright, so we've
got the horizontal tango is there with Lindsay and Lauren.
We've had bumping uglies, knocking boots.
What else have we got? Go on.
Rock the boat, is that what they call it? Rocking the boat? Horizontal mambo.
Hey. Hide the salami.
Two-backed monster.
I don't quite get that one.
Can you get away with just doing cardio for exercise? Well, you could.
You could. Doing the nasty. Hopping on the good footing. Doing the bad thing. Hey.
Shaky pudding? Rock the Casbah. The willy wash. Oh, shit. That would be for oral, right?
That depends how clean that thing is down there, right?
The mouth can be a very dirty place. Yeah. The willy wash. Orgasm in French is Little Death Lauren. Is that true?
Really? Parking the beef bus in the tuna town.
Parking the beef bus in Little Lindsay. Oh shit.
Oh, you still haven't told us the whole shaky thing.
Oh, Sahan the Mighty, we're playing the game where you've got to name we're looking for as many different names for having sex as possible.
Basically, this is our selfish 5 to 10 minutes because we make lots of videos and we do these live feeds and we want to be entertained by you lot. So please tell us as many different phrases as you can that is another word or phrase for sex.
Playing around, I suppose that's okay, but what's some really funny ones? Bedroom, what was that? Bedroom Olympics or bedroom rodeo?
Punching the kitty. What's your sex life like then?
Anne's like doing the fandango. Backing it up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it.
Oh yeah, the chill. Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
But that's what's it called?
Shaking bacon, slapping tickle, batter dipping the corn dog.
Lauren saying you never punch the kitty, you stroke it.
Hitting the skins, parking your Porsche in the parking bay. There's too many parking, Stephen. You had a good one going there.
Making babies, muffin stuff.
Rodders has gone for the old classic shagging, of course.
That's not very common in the US though, is it? It's a very UK thing.
Well, that's like an Austin Powers, like we're going back and shag.
Shall we shag now or should we
shag later? Yeah, oh yeah, Alana's saying bumping uglies, we've had that one.
Muff diving, like that.
Getting the leg over. Feed the kitty. Tuna helper.
So you're normally feeding the horse, isn't it? That's for the...
Muff diving is oral, right? Yep, that's right, Lauren.
Yeah, and feeding the horses, you know.
Marinating the meat curtains.
Oh,
Sahan for president.
That's a very visual one, isn't it? Jesus.
Get your whole... I suppose. Clam digging. Dipping the stinger in the honey. Some of these are awesome.
And dogging.
Dogging, yeah, and of course you were going to do dogging, right?
Dipping the wick, bang the beaver.
Bang the beaver. Rug doctoring. Then I find that really funny because the wife and I like to hire a rug doctor and genuinely clean our carpets. It's like a rock and roll weekend for us.
James, disappointing the wife.
Disappointing. What was it?
Get some pork on your fork.
Rubbing the bun. Riding the pony. Completing the jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Disappointing the wife. That's funny. Man, we should have saved these.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, so thank you for entertaining us.
Packing the fudge, sexy man. Balls deep. Balls
deep. Oh man, I'm getting a cold. I think.
Yeah, you're gonna be man down. So if you're, oh no, you're gonna giving it to me probably.
No, I'll be better by Monday, and you'll get it.
I'll just kind of hang here and just appear in the side.
Right, guys, we are going to wrap this up so that we can go to bed
separately. We're going to go and disappoint our wives.
Len Yanovich is on. Good evening, gentlemen.
Len, I've not seen Len for a while.
Cleaning the cliffy litter. Bye, coaches. Enjoy London. Right, bye.
So look forward to us on Monday. We're going to live stream from YouTube space.
Yeah. If you can catch us live, then please do so. If not, please check it out as soon as you can.
Yep.
There'll be live stream on Monday. There'll be a live stream, and we'll record a video that we'll release later on the Tuesday.
Yep. Basically, we're just going to be just live streaming the shit.
We're going to live stream like loads. Like next week, you're just going to get Kilted Coaches. What am I looking for there? Overload.
We're live stream London. There we are. Yeah. Hold on to the cold, Stephen, and give it to the English. That's right, Baldy Bane. He's going prepared. Chemical warfare.
Anyway, we're gonna go. Bye.
Right, thank you guys. Take care.
Bye.